Hello everyone, welcome back to another brilliant chess puzzle. In this position, white has a pawn and a rook for a queen. However, white's pawn is one square away from promotion, and white can immediately win with the move rook all the way over to h8. And black is pretty much forced to slide over to g1, since he doesn't have to give up the queen for no reason at all. And believe it or not, white must not immediately promote, since here black has an infinite check, and you might think it's not an infinite check because white is up a rook, but it is an infinite check, and you can use an engine to make sure it is. So white cannot immediately promote, but instead play the brilliant move rook down to h1, the brilliant rook sacrifice. And if you notice, this rook traveled from all the way to a8, all the way to h8, and now down to h1, where black is forced to take a rook, and now white will promote, since if black tries to check the white king, white's king will actually just move out of the way, and it's not an infinite check because white himself is checking. And after the black's kings slide up, white will simply mate him. So queen to b3 isn't necessarily the best move for black, and he can survive a bit longer with a rather uninteresting variation starting with king to g1. And this variation isn't too interesting, and I'll show you the better one later, but the move that white must play here is the move queen to a7, and there's a lot of rotating the queen around to get to the proper position for the checkmate. So the queen sort of slides around on the 7th rank, going back and forth, and when the time comes, the queen will finally sacrifice itself, maybe to prolong the game. And this is black's queen sacrificing itself, but otherwise it just be mate wherever the black king goes. If it goes to h2 or h1, then simply queen down to h2, and if king to f1, then queen slides to the corner, which is b1. And like I said, there's sort of a more interesting variation here, which is the move, we'll go all the way back, which is the move queen down to f1 check. And the winning move here is the move king to g3. And the black's king is once again in check from the faraway queen on a8, which pretty much forces it to go to g1. And how do you actually win here with white? Now, you have to look for a mating square. It obviously can't be these two, but it can be this square. But white must not immediately rush to h8 with the hopes of going to h2 the next move, because once again, black can put white in an infinite checking situation, starting with the move queen to f2. And white has no way to escape out of this check, meaning that every move from this point on must be a check, and the only way to do so first is with the move a7 queen check, forcing the king to h1. The queen now slides to h7, and after king to g1, white will play queen down to h2 mate. And this will be it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.